Check one, check two, let's get it coming over to you. See, I'm a rapper. I'm a rapper. Yo. Hello. Very shortly, I am embarking on this quest. Today is, looking at my watch, today is 10 to 3, and on Sunday I'm flying to Spain to do the GR11 trail. There is a mountain range that separates the bottom of France and the top of Spain, and that goes from the Atlantic, which is big, cold, and has got America on the other side of it, and the Mediterranean, which is warm and bath-like. And I'm going to be walking on the Spanish side, which is the GR11, and on the French side is called the GR10. It's 820 kilometers. It's supposed to take you 47 days. Unfortunately, I've only got about 42 or 3. Minus rest days, so I'm going to be doing it in less than that, and I'm really excited to get going. So I thought I'd do what geeky camping, hiking, trekking types do, and talk you through what's going in my pack, everything I'm taking with me, everything I'm carrying on my back. Not currently planning to spend any nights in the refuges, the mountain refuges. I will do a couple of days in like hostels or hotels as rest days. But otherwise everything's in here. This is an Atom Pack Mo 50 litre. Lovely little cottage producer in the Lake District. Really like those guys, love the story and the quality of what they do. This is 900 gram bag, which is heavier than the ultralight community would like, but hey ho, I can learn and find my way. 50 litres. I've got a couple of extras on there. I've got these little pockets, which are nice. It's got a belt to help carry some of the weight. Nice little roll top that pulls down. You can see a big stretchy pocket at the front, 2 side pockets. Here I have water, which is obviously very important. That's an 850 ml bottle, and I've got 2 of those. So that's 1.7 of water, plus I love this bit of kit. This is from Everest. It's a 2 litre water container that stands up when you fill it up and then rolls down when you don't. 2 litres. So what does that take me up to? 3.7. And then in my bag, I've got another little bag for filtering water, which if in an emergency, I could have an extra 900 ml in. So just over 4 litres, 4.5 litres of water. In the other pocket, I've got a Tarp 10 Notch Li. This is an amazing bit of kit. American company, Tarp 10. Henry, the guy behind or at the core of the company, is a bit of a maths geek. So it uses catenary. It uses the same sort of mathematics, physics as a lot of bridge designs to optimize for the strength and to deal with wind. Super light's made out of DCF, which is this like space age material. I think it was invented for sailing. So it's very taut, very strong under that kind of pressure, but incredibly light. So that's just a mini tent. And then to make that work, I need these intact. This is one of my 2 hiking poles that I'll be taking. Really useful for getting up and down hills, but also that's my tent poles. So that's my tent, that's my poles, that's a Lecky carbon. A little bit worried about it shattering under my immense body weight and the weight of the pack and everything else, but I'll be dainty on my way down the hill, hopefully. Shall we look in the bag? Or shall I show you what I'm gonna wear? Let's go with what I'm gonna wear, guys. So, I am becoming a foreign legionnaire. Oh yeah! This will keep the sun off my neck when I'm in the montagne, which is how I'm going to pronounce it whenever I talk about the montagne. You can actually take that off so that you don't look too much of an idiot. Let's have a look. Yes. Oh, I'm wasting your time here with this ridiculous demo. Get rid of the, whatever. So that's my hat. These are my pants, merino, icebreaker. I've tried them lots. I don't get chafing with them yet. and they won't smell abominable because merino is really good for that. So that's for the people who live in the montagne, more than me, although I don't really want to smell too terrible. Similarly, my t-shirt, this is what I'll be wearing every day. Wash it occasionally if I manage to. Patagonia merino polyester thing, very light. It's the lightest thing I could find that was made out of merino. Basically, I had a different shirt that was really light, really comfortable, long sleeve to protect me from the sun, and it stunk to high heaven because I have a capacity to make fabric smell bad. It's a combination of heat and sweat and ugliness. So I'll be wearing that. I'll be wearing these shorts, not just in my pants, lads. I'm wearing shorts too. Cut the liner out of these, unfortunately, brand new, arrived on the doorstep, immediately took the shears to them. Patagonia, I think they're called Strider, 5-inch, nice. Get the tan far up the leg, yeah, beautiful. So that's what I'm wearing, and then I'll be slinging this around my waist or my head or something. This is for essentials to be able to grab: sunglasses, wallet, passaporte, Brexit style, boo. Old school Apple headphones because I don't want to charge another thing. I don't want to charge AirPods, and of course, COVID. So that's a little kind of diddy bag slash valuables slash fanny pack. Why don't we call it what it is, guys? It's a fanny pack. Okay, opening the bag, we're going in. Straight off the top, waterproof. I don't know if I'm going to take this one. It's very, very light. Oh, I didn't hold the bag up, did I? Did I hold the bag up? There's the bag, beautiful, thank you. Very light, outdoor research, helium 2, 190 grams. I wore it in London on a touristy holiday with the missus and the kids, and it got very wet. So I don't have a lot of confidence in that, but it is light. I'll make a last minute decision on whether to take that or whether to take this Patagucci triple ply 394 gram. I wore it when I was coaching the kids rugby team the other day, and I had some rainwater on me, and I just went like this, and rain flew in every direction. It was like something out of the Matrix. I repelled it, omnidirectional repellation of water, but heavy. So do I stay dry and heavy, or light, airy and wet? That's a decision to make. Trousers, waterproof trousers. Probably going to need them like twice, maybe 3 times on the entire 40 something days. But the Basque country is supposed to be pretty wet. I can zip them all the way up to the hip, so I can ventilate them, and I think it's safe just in bad conditions on a mountain to be able to whack on some trousers if I was getting really dangerously, worryingly cold. So that's bits and pieces just to grab at the top of the bag, and then I've got 2 bags like this. I think this is Nyla Flume. It's from Treadlight. I'm not massively impressed with it. It's got little holes and nicks and cutting already. So I may get something more hard wearing for the future, but for now, this is what I have. So I'll put the pack out of the way. Okay, so what have we got in here? This is like Christmas, but way less cool, way less fun, and less presents for you. Poopy kit. I've said less presents for you. Oh, I know that this makes a lot of noise, so I'll try and keep the noise down with the crinkling of the bag. Trowel, dig hole. They're called cat holes. You cat lovers? I'm a cat now. Dig a little hole, poop in it. Aim is very important. Use moss and twigs to wipe bum. Use minimal amounts of toilet paper to finish off. Under extreme emergency, use a wipe. Oh my God, can you imagine how good it's gonna feel when I get a wipe on me? Ooh. But I will need to pack those off the mountain with me because they're not biodegradable, and I'm not leaving that on the mountain because that would be on the mountain, because on montagne, because that would be disgusting, and some hand sanitizer. That's my toilet for 42 or 43 days. Wish me luck, guys. So toilet done. This is basically a bits and pieces bag, again made out of that weird, expensive, crinkly stuff that is apparently incredibly light and strong and stuff. Some charging cables, and then here we've got my torch. Let me show you this torch. It's absolutely pathetic. I will not be navigating through a blizzard with this, but I probably will be successfully finding my way out of the tent in the middle of the night to go for a wee-wee. It's very small. I hope you like the strap. I do. So that's a Petzl E-light. It's basically designed as an emergency light. Cool thing is, guys, there's an emergency whistle on here. No idea how to blow it. Should probably figure that out before I hit an emergency. Oh, look there, maybe that's it. Oh, you'll definitely hear me. You'll hear me from here. So that's my emergency light, some charging cables. Let's look at the first aid kit, guys. First aid kit. What have we got in here? Everything you'd expect. A tick remover. Get those little buggers off your warm, damp, dark areas, which is apparently where they like to navigate to. So nightmarish end of day adventures. Scotland and Swedish Lapland and stuff, you get thousands of them, but I don't think I'm not expecting to get a tick, but I'm taking it just in case. Ibuprofen, bit of dental floss, some Leukotape for taping up my feet to stop hot spots turning into blisters. Every traveler's best friend, Imodium. I mean, you know it. When you've used it, it's been there for you. It's like the best friend in the world. So that's my first aid kit. What else have we got? In here we've got some soap, which is for washing me, for washing my clothes, and for washing anything else I decide to wash. Sea to Summit Wilderness Citronella Wash. Help keep insects away. Biodegradable, multi-purpose. Sounds good. Super concentrated, just like me. I've got a lighter in here. I've got some little foam earplugs, and I've got this little knife, which if I get attacked by a bear in the Pyrenees, I'm going to fend it off with a tiny pair of scissors. I'll give it the best haircut it's ever had, and it will back off. And that's about it in the biddy bag, guys. What else we got here? Let's do the food kit. Oh my God, it's a spoon as long as my head. This is for getting into deep packets. Every calorie counts. I do not want to lose any weight on this trip. I want to come back tanned, alive, and well fed. So I've got a long spoon, titanium, OBS, titanium Tokes 650mm pot, cup, windshield, and this is an MSR pocket rocket, which screws onto gas canisters, little screw top gas canisters, folds out, used it loads, very happy with it, gets water boiled quickly, which is effectively all I need. I'm not cooking a bloody lobster something thermidor. It's boiling water for coffee, boiling water for oatmeal, boiling water for pasta, couscous, basically boiling water. Plus baguettes, pastries, cheese, chorizo, and whatever else I can get my hands on. So that's food, one of these, but please remind me not to take this on the flight, because otherwise I'll get arrested for being dangerous. So do not take that on the flight, Will, you absolute idiot. But I will need to buy one of those in Spain. Anything else to do with food? Let's have a look at the water filter. This is magic. This is called a Sawyer squeeze. Grab water from a running source, a river, a lake maybe. Worst case scenario, like a brackish, brown, murky cow bucket. And get the water in there, screw that on there, and squeeze the bag, force the water through this filter. It's incredibly successful. Thousands of people use them all around the world to filter. I've seen some really manky looking water getting filtered by people. So that'll be essential with my 4 or whatever litres of water as and when I'm picking it up from different sources around the Pyrenees. A few more electronic bits, taking a really big, I think I'll regret this, but I it's one of those ones that you take in it and you know you regret it. It's like that pair of shoes you know you're not going to wear, but you take them anyway. 20,000 thingy bob brick. It's heavy, it's 330 grams, which is more than like lots of my clothing. But I'm using my phone as navigation, communication. My emergency Garmin device is broken days before I go. Not good. So I think it's all right to take too much power. So that's my charge. I've got this. This is probably a bit overkill as well. It's a bit weighty, but plug it in the wall. 3 sockets. One of them is USB-C, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to charge my brick a bit quicker than normal if I have the right cable, which I will have. That's a cable for my watch. This is my pack towel. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. I will be drying myself. Look at that. All of this body surface area and that. But it'll be mainly, to be honest, not be for me. It'll be for mopping up condensation from the tent walls in the morning before I pack it away. Debating whether to take this or not. It's a wonderful little coffee filter. So you pop your coffee grounds in there, pour your water in. That probably goes on there. I could also wear it as a hat. Hello, people of the Pyrenees. But I probably won't take it. This is cool. There's a guy called Rich Hartfield who does proper hiking and stuff, and he recommended this German foot cream, Gewol Extra, universal foot cream. It cares for and fortifies worn out feet intensively. Now, you and I both know that the Germans don't do hype. So if that's what they're saying, I'm believing. I'm going to slather my feet in it as I take in the evening vista. Quite heavy though. I should probably put it in a little like hummus pot. And then people will be like, have you seen that guy rubbing hummus in his feet? Haven't had an asthma attack in years, and then a week ago I had to take my inhaler for the first time. So I'll be taking that just in case. That's bag number 1 of 2. Bag number 2 of 2. You're probably wondering, right, you've seen the tent, which is the container I'm staying in, but what about all of the stuff that keeps me comfy and warm? I won't get it out. This is a quilt. I will get it out. Okay, fine, I'll get it out. It's a quilt, not a sleeping bag. It basically means it's a kind of square of material, so it's open. Oh, it's open. But there's what they call a foot box at the bottom, so you can kind of like make it into a cocoon and strap it over the top of your inflatable bed to get the same wraparound effect, but it saves some weight. And this is really full of down, ethical down apparently. I've no idea how the animals involved feel about the ethics of it, but as they were plucked. But this is a Cumulus 450, weighs about 750 grams, probably overkill for the Pyrenees. But I had a trip earlier in the year in the UK where I got cold, and I thought I was going to have to call Mountain Rescue. I was that cold. So I'm having a bit of an overreaction and taking lots of warm stuff. This is a dry bag. Lots of you have them at home. So it's inside another dry bag. This is all inside one of those plasticky liner things as well. But you can't go too overboard with some of this stuff. So pillow. This is Decathlon. Cost about £2. Took the furry bit off the edge. Oh, he's got good lungs, that Will McInnes. That's the pillow. This is really nice. Oh, I can't justify taking it, but I'm taking it just because it makes me feel cool. Patagonia R1 hoodie. It's probably a bit thick as a fleece for the Pyrenees, is what experts have said. I'm taking it anyway. Ha! Get that, experts! This is my favourite thing to put on at the end of a hard day's walking. This is a Patagonia Micro Puff. This is synthetic down, so no geese were ethically plucked. It's made out of man-made materials, but really packs down tiny, very warm. Just, I know I'm going to put it on at the end of the day and feel like I'm having a cuddle and a bath all at the same time. Other bits and pieces, thin gloves, Montaigne, just to, if there's a wet and windy day and when you've got your hands on your poles, it's actually, you do need gloves, although it might not actually be very cold. This is a buff. You can put it on your head and look like a really, really sad, aging rocker. You can pull it down onto your neck. So I'm taking that instead of a hat. It's lighter and more adaptable. Ooh, got fluff in my mouth. And then for bed, I'm wearing long johns made out of merino. Again, that will keep the quilt clean. It's the nice merino stuff that doesn't smell, hopefully, although I'm sure I'll challenge and bend the rules of the universe to make it smell anyway. But lovely merino 200 icebreaker stuff. These are my socks that I'll be wearing. I'm taking 2 pairs, one to wear and one to wear in bed. This is Darn Tough Micro Crew something. And this is my long john top. So basically long johns in bed, puffer if I need it, quilt. I should be warm enough, but I'm just for some reason terrified that I'm not going to be. Whereas I spent my whole life being too hot. Is that everything out of the bag? No, not quite. Last thing. This is a Thermarest. It's like this, but for lying on. This is the Thermarest Neo Air Uberlight, which means it's the most expensive, thinnest, lightest, and most likely to explode when a large, hairy man lowers his bulk onto it. So I'm expecting multiple punctures, tears, anger, and cold nights sleeping on ground. But hey ho, I saved 50 grams. So that is all of the kit out of the bag. Other few things to say. Talked about the Garmin Inreach. In theory, this is a great bit of kit, but right now I'm really upset because I've hardly used it. I've tested it successfully. It's been looked after very well. You can see how clean and shiny it is. And it just decided to die days before I go, and Garmin are not doing a really good job yet and arranging for a new one to be sent in time. So my loved ones will be worried about where I am. That is most of my kit. One other thing is quite important is my shoes. Where did I put them? I haven't got them on. What an idiot. Oh, there they are. These are New Balance Hero V6, fresh pair, you can see from the grip. I've been wearing my other pair for months and I've done lots of walking in them and I'm super happy. Really love the cushioning. They dry quickly. They are just way better than the Outras that I tried, which were too barefoot for me. I was getting knee and foot injuries as a result of the minimal drop. So I'm happy to be back in the land of bouncing, even if apparently it's wrong, because for me, it's right. So we've done shoes, we've done clothes, we've done tent, we've done sleep system, we've done bag, we've done electronics. Oh, map. Let's do map, because I've got GPS on my phone, and then my options are take this, which doesn't have great maps, they're zoomed out, but it's a wealth of a resource. So I'll either be taking it hard copy or soft copy, whatever, because it's got great information about where to camp, where to get water. Love it. R.I.P. Brian Johnson, who wrote this book, passed away this year, and he's a legend in the community, and I love this book. So thank you, Brian. Or per Brian's recommendation, actually, you can take these strip maps. So a strip map is basically like each day you have a strip. The problem is they really weigh quite a lot when you've got 40 something of them. It's about 460 grams. I could cut them down, like literally cut out all the nice pictures and just leave the maps, which I may do, but I'm still umming and ahhing about my mapping solution. So umming and ahhing about which rain jacket, umming and ahhing about which mapping solution, but otherwise I've got a really nice light setup. It's about 8.5 kilos in total and about 6.4, I think, 6.5 base weight. So it's a really light setup, really good stuff. Tested everything that's important to test. Can't wait to get cracking. So thank you, and I've no idea why you're watching this video, but you are, and good to see you.